Bones. Take snout bone of squat giant, haired limb from vile woman, hingeless musculature that to the domestic leech works well. Add one grown belly button, a fold of blanched skin, the thinner the better, but include any blemish or apparent wound. Blend wild eyelard with knuckle oil in equal measure. Drizzle over the other ingredients. Roll the bloodless dough to form an inharmonious whole. Decorate, sex and scar tissue. Make a nice arrangement. Served on a chilled landscape. Thus, some inexorable myth comes boring along. Fact is, a dead tooth, cromlech of the mouth, and some red bone, axe age, cave age. Here comes the tooth fairy. No, it's an archaeologist. These bones are boys or girls. Anyway, they're red, the old red ochre ritual. There's progress. From Angle East and West Water, incomers with shield, with bucket, shape and husband histodust, with chisel, with needle, hack and stitch, future past. Then they really get it together, the civilizing effect of manure, of religion. Now we're farming, boys, eh? Now we're talking. Nearly. Thread 1. Sick with infectious belief, land is love, and landless equals grief. Love robs landscape for relief, endlessly, the little thief. Gods, those townies, that's the Christians, the wives giving out the gossip, their new teeth clattering. Well, good God, aye, aye, poor love, aye, aye. Fair play to him, oh aye, fair play. Around the forts and villas, they're full of it. Even the husbands say, it pays bloody well. Meanwhile, back at the cave, the workers are keeping the faith. Silverhand, Cloudbaker, feel us, slake us, cherish us, kill us, etc., etc. Prayer after prayer, song after song, dance after dance, over the field, around the stones, into the grove, then bloodberries, golden snippers, earth open, Merryweather hell. Awesome stuff, out in the Pegasus, if you're new to it. Iniquitous, squawk wives and co, the ruling class, bring them under the will. The military aren't bothered, or perhaps don't fancy guerrilla action. They say, the empire is not threatened. Also, if it ain't writ, it won't last shit. We'll see. Thread 2. Is such love real or merely fever dream? Sweat runs down, but queerly on skin iced up, or nearly love's dark convention, clearly. Stones. Things are shaping, bit gruesome but tidy. When, turn your back, it's the Dark Ages. More dim than dark, really. Anyway, it falls apart. Exit books and money, enter plague and death. You choose. So start over, lads, in your own time. Dig out those chisels, good slab granite. Use wit, anguish, some simple machinery. Ask the Irish how chip and chant the rock. No stony silence now. You could erect. Listen, a language here. No propaganda. You understand what I'm saying? Let's try again. This time, leaving politics, advancement, advantage. This time scouring hard faith from the cold sea. Not med club now, but religion. North by west. Cut out the meat, the drink definitely. And a little dirt beneath the fingernails is the true spirit. Focus on work and learning, your natural yearning for desolation. That's the attitude now. These people crave a place to bury dead, who live most near the gravestones placed at the head. Brethren, shall we? OK, Dave. Thread 3. Mistress Loveland then, midwife with child, drags herself and herself's life, bloody into sibling strife, cuts cord with a country knife. Law. Howell thou, a jolly good fellow, say all the just, kill the odd brother-in-law. Well, but in trying times a handy boy, to know about order, know about punishment, know the difference. Gardening, he digs and broods, looks around, looks back, prunes and shapes 1,000 years. Green fingers and exceptional clerks, sift and sort, common practice, perfect sense, subject matter. Take a reminder, here's the seed of mercy, marriage, lineage, blood. Here is our law. Here, get this down, is Wales' way. 3 centuries on, some Shropshire squaddy takes Llewellyn's head. And that's that. New laws of London, Canterbury, are here to live by, die by. But still sublime between pages, a flower is preserved. The book, the bloom may open yet, the scents fuse. With care, no leaf, no petal fall. Thread 4. Baby love howls in headlong, sticky thing, fresh from the birthing prong, tied it up, then trills belong to a wail of undersong. Land. No, my friend, my little Welshy oaf grunter, your turnips, your labour are not required. We're all part now of the greater economic community, where tax is paid. With money, you may have seen some. Yes, a slight increase. I think 600% seemed fair, oh by the by. Had to relocate you, promised that lowland to my cook, you see. We've moved you a touch, up market, so to speak. A nice piece of mountain. Pardon? God, does anyone understand what he's raving about? Yes, the poor as ever. The land, it said, Glyndŵr, Glyndŵr. And what to say of him, boys bach? The wolf of Hyddgen, the scourge of the march. Come dragon awake, that only sleeps. Come banner unfurl, that waits to bleed. What to say, boys, eh? Somewhere no doubt he calls. The old romantic. Grave grime on his rotted gown, but in a strong voice still. I am the poor, I am the land. Don't knock it, boys. Remind yourselves you came that close. Remember, that close. Thread 5. Growing pains for evermore. The child's game repeats as love and law, now shackled to the seesaw, fall and rise to fate's guffaw. Word. Lord save us, there goes the Pope. Bye-bye, got his flesh and blood bag, got his Latin eye. It's the English news. Listen, all Celts are Protestants and ever have been true. St. Augustine fooled you. Goodness, we are returning, they say, to the rights, the proper way. Less mime, more voice, and a turn up for the book, that a natural speech is admissible. What? Bay? No, not generally speaking, but prayerfully and printed. Morgan's Bible, set in the heart, holds the tongue. Groundworks, sawn slates, plain timber, field stone plaster, a brick here, a brick there, nails, prayer. Design and build a culture. From a thin lit sky, the first rectangles claim their shape. Simple geometry becomes belief. Seriously, all angular prospect is preached, tolerated, housed. Attend by all means, the landlords say. Do not expect thereafter to work. Thread 6. Earth girl takes her grounding slow. On her back she eyes the blinding show. Love bright stars, as Romeo humps and moans, simpatico. Iron. Exchanged mart, babbling brook, bubbling ore, heart of grass, heart cast. A shilling a day, 3, field for furnace, earth for coke, rain on the face, fire burn, manure, ordure, the past for iron, and free with all these products, his master's voice, heel, fest, rod. Well, Mr. Master, Lord Muck and Much, owner of life, limb, wife, wain, hearth, home, holder of my debt, you've money to burn, I've it to earn. You'd lower wages, would you? Sack me for my union? Stop my poor relief? Here's a few thousand sweltered drays like me, will shew in court in rubble, see your power in shards, in works and yards, blood and the wage slaves rise. The red flag flies, then the troops arrive, not big on whys. 20 souls dismissed utterly, some skirmishing, some mopping up, and that again is that. 54 days later, a face for the crowd, bound, blindfold cries, "Oh Lord, this is an injustice." A political platform drops, a red rag flies, iron buys. Surprise, surprise. Thread 7. Landlady calls sacrament. Landlady intones due testament. Outside church of place, hell bent. Love coughs up, inflated rent. Coal. Black men are gleaming, mole men gleaming, deep men, tunnel men, mining. Daily, nightly, shovel men, pick men shuffle into starlessness, shouldering economy. Barrow men, mining, scooping out an underland to fix a surface on. Works well too, for a bit, a good bit. Solid, you know, a clear, hard identity. The gleam of the velvet seam, that's the ticket, that's the stuff. This place is needed. Mineral flower hangs in airlessness. Dark talcum haunts the breath. Sudden water, thick black flood, drip, drift of death. Gas, fire, explosion, mud, dead men, bone, blood. If 25 dead make a major accident, what do 24? Not a question anymore. A way of life is weeded, fears, tears, energy sears. Mrs. Minister, the shrill wife husbanding the sinister, see to it. That way is tramped by tourists, sealed, seeded. Thread 8. Dreaming, floating overland, the goddess flutters a slender hand, unconcerned that flame is fanned or love doused with fire sand. Fire. Lest they spark, Mr. Poet, don't stir them ashes. Just record S. Lewis, September 1936. Eyes, fingernails ablaze, scrabbling with a paraffin. I see a Valacan, new painted, camouflage, midnight blue with dark brass cap. But that's just me. Maybe lemonade jars and petrol. Anyway, the first weapon raised in a half millennium is a box of matches. Swan Vestas? England's glory? Bryant and May? A lecturer, he could afford a Ronson, I expect. Whatever, job done. By act of disunion, his notion exists. Careful, Mr. Poet. A little outlaw work goes a long way. By a short route, the man set a precedent. Rage tugs the sleeve, dragon breath clicks in the pocket. The butane age. Oh, I wouldn't leave my little slate house for... Whoosh! Up for the holiday. Here for the fear. Careless words cause fires, cost lives, Mr. Poet. Thread 9. Love lives dubious conceit. Land is love, and not till souls replete is one nation heart complete. Comfort blanket, winding sheet. Root. Deep sight, filter vision, stare through shut eyes, see through skin, blink and it's gone. Arguments and valleys choke on water soil, ideas, ideals. Then breathe again. The land invests the culture, culture spends the land, which reinvests. Birthbed to bone urn, back, forth, back. There was a sky, then as now, build and build again. The passing game's on still. A dinner lady dishes up. A yard man cuts to length. A desk job downloads stuff. Others do something else, what they do, or nothing what they do. And above Caryl, buzzards mew and mew, and I lose my power of speech, and think to frame that sound is why the sky is there, and to hear it why I am. And look, beneath that zinc sheet, in the drainage ditch, a mass of sticky gloves. Size 1. Look again. Frogs! And Midge has dug up rotten guts, and the sheep are in again, and the school cart at the top. And all this counts for something. Snowdrops loll, plums fall. Now the kids show their kids where they built their dens, the old sledge, their initials on the bridge, and this amounts to maybe everything. The world's just dirt and spittle. You're where you are or where you know. Dig a little.